Like, even when I was a kid, we used to have a lot more small businesses. And small businesses are the lifeblood of a society.
Like a community.
They take care of the street in front of them. They take care of their employees. They sell products that they're knowledgeable about. They sell things that are good. Like, they help you, figure out what's the best path for you. They are pillars in their communities. They used to pay for soccer teams. They used to have a block party, like sponsor different things happening in the community. These corporations don't care about our communities. Look at what's the dirtiest block in the whole city, the block in front of a multinational fast food chain. They don't even clean their windows. It causes blight upon our communities. And then they pay people not enough to survive in the environments that they're living in. I mean, it's not good for our culture. What's good for our culture is meaningful employment.
Yeah, I agree with that. Follow-up question. Do you think that is the nature of the vehicle of capitalism, or do you think that capitalism has just been around for so long that the gunk is collected and now all we see is just like the
I think we're in a late stage.
Because it's late stage capitalism.
Because we're in a hyper late stage and the monopolies have funneled. And that's why we're seeing the world's first trillionaires. They are funneling the resources.
There have been trillionaire 14-year-olds in the Middle East for ages and ages and ages. Like, is
that like royalty?
Yeah, they pull oil out of the ground like so much. Do you know this thing about diamonds with like the scarcity that's like, what do you call it? Some word like fabricated. It's like diamonds are not actually scarce.
Yeah. They like fabricated a supply issue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've throttled supply to keep the price, and they do it with branding.
Like coffee, tequila, Patron.
It's literally
drink.
There you go. It's like this stuff that isn't genuinely. There's the symbol and the thing it signals to or like points towards, right?
I think housing is another example.
Housing is another massive one. Diamonds, housing. It's the same kind of. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. It's weird. I forgot what the point was because the iron bill is pushing.
I think the point is there's a lot of nefarious tactics out there. I mean, it is what it
oil.
is.
I remember.
Oil.
Yeah. Trillionaires. Yeah. So, oil is the same thing. Like with Aramco and all of this stuff that they turn pumps off and throttle supply. There is so much oil coming out of the ground. It's not like a genuinely we're running out of it kind of resource.
I think we are technically running out of it, though. Aren't we going to reach peak oil by sometime?
I mean, maybe we are. But I think all of these things are like kind of pushed on the average, not consumer, just the average person. I think everything comes down to like this enforced class divide. Like it's an enforced class divide. And yeah, you talk about breaking through. What you're trying to break through into is like freedom. Like it's freedom from the control. Yeah, and there is a class of people controlling the class of people below. I think it doesn't. I think when you're down here, the right thing to do is just love your people and find community and like blah blah blah. When you're up there, the thing that makes sense to do is be good at being up there and like maintain your position and your all of that stuff. It's just it makes perfect sense. It makes no sense to be down here and try to do that, and it makes no sense to be up there and try to do the stuff that makes sense down here. And like I don't know what the point is, but yeah, trillionaires. They've existed. There's also the shadow economy. Like all of these forecasts and blah, blah, blah. It's stuff that there's no human trafficking, drugs, all these huge industries, like billions, trillions potentially moving through. Governments are 100% fucking involved. Like, come on. It's like, it makes sense. America, the organs, the people, the missing children, all of the, not to get into conspiracy like
there's
territory.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, though, and there have always been very wealthy people. In fact, the industrialists, if you adjust for inflation, their net worth, like Carnegie and Rockefeller, they were richer than anyone.
Yeah.
And that was all, a lot of it was oil money and infrastructure money. But there was a big difference, which was that the industrialists were, a part of their status was to build cities,
build industry,
libraries, museums, to be philanthropists. So, I went to college in Pittsburgh, everything was Carnegie. Carnegie Mellon, Carnegie Library, Carnegie Museum. Andrew Carnegie built Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Or funded the building of Pittsburgh. Obviously, construction workers built Pittsburgh. But, you know,
but now that doesn't exist is what you're saying.
That's the thing is like it's pretty unreal that not only is a massive amount of our resources, which we have limited resources, right? There's only a certain amount of money that's like there, right? I mean, I guess that's probably a negligible concept, especially with
the Federal Reserve.
Bitcoin and this kind of thing. But like, Bitcoin, there is sort of limited resources. If people are hoarding a ton of it, that's why we've seen that we can no longer keep up with the cost of living because we don't have as much abundance anymore because it's all being sort of funneled into these specific, techno-feudalist kind of situation. But anyway, so they, that you could wake up every day and I'm going to bring this back to like the core point of this whole podcast, that you could wake up every day and not say, oh, you know what? I think I could solve the housing crisis today. I think I could solve the homelessness crisis today. I have the resources to do something that I'm going to pull together a team of the greatest experts on this matter, and we're going to figure out how to do this, and I'm going to be loved for the rest of all human civilization for fixing this problem. The fact that you don't wake up and do that is so fucking weird to me. And this is why I want to work with disadvantaged entrepreneurs specifically, because underrepresented entrepreneurs who have lived experiences for which these social ills are not just concepts, they are lived realities that they had to deal with the consequences of day after day. Those people have what we call adversity activated development in the refugee sector.
That's like a thing.
That's a real thing. Renos Papadopoulos, my professor at University of Essex, Department of Psychosocial and Psychoanalytic Studies, that's his research. This adversity activated development is causing entrepreneurs from more complicated backgrounds to do more and better things with their money. You can see it with people like Oprah, who gave a tremendous amount of her wealth and time and energy to making the world a better, more educated. Dolly Parton's another one. Better, more educated, more interesting place.
Once the adversity fades, what happens? Does that...
I don't think formative experiences ever fade.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you know what it's like to,
you're always gonna
not be able to afford college, then like all these athletes, for example, they go and pay tuition for tons of kids in their home city.
Yeah.
Because they know that's probably why they went into college football and got that free scholarship, and then now they're NFL.
Yeah, super interesting. Yeah, beautiful.